It's over. Let's just call it a year. We're putting it up.
So you just flat out just said that's it.
That's
so
it.
the kids, you had
Happy
it.
New Year.
You're calling it a year.
It's over. I'm declaring it right now.
It is a crappy year.
I'm just done.
Oh, man.
You know?
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, it never happened.
It did, though.
Shh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was a crazy weekend. Friday night, there was the high school football games that went on. We called the game with Parker. Then Saturday, we've got the Big Ten football finally. And then you have NFL Sunday. And Saturday night, the World Series game, which is the ending of all endings.
That was amazing.
I didn't even see the World Series.
Well, it was crazy. Like, even Dave Roberts couldn't mess this up, and somehow he managed to mess it up. I don't know.
Yeah, but didn't they win Sunday night, though?
They did win on Sunday night, yeah. They
Did
came
you
out
see his
fired.
face?
So they're up 3-2?
Yep. 3-2. So tonight should be the game off and then go Tuesday, Wednesday. So
Yeah. That was a good game. Last one. Worth. You didn't watch any of it, Troy?
Well, our friends at Dish are having a fight with Fox 18. And when they do that, then Troy can't watch NFL on Sundays on Fox, and he can't watch the dang World Series.
Well, then Fox needs to refund.
Well, somebody needs to do something.
Prorate that stuff.
They need to come together as a unit.
I had Dish for 2 days. Canceled it. Hated
Make
it.
sure that, well, they are a sponsor, so let's not say that.
I personally, in my area, though, it doesn't work well.
Okay. Well. But either way, yeah, right now, we're gonna blame Fox 18.
I hate all of this. I'm not comfortable. I'm not used to it because the audio thing, I was working on.
Yeah.
Like now I just don't like how this is. I'm just uncomfortable right now.
So you're not comfy.
No, but I'm getting there. Anyway.
Do you want me to rub your shoulders?
Nope.
Sure.
Everything's fine.
Foot massage?
Everything's fine. Everything will be fine. So yesterday in the NFL, things got a little crazy.
A little.
The Atlanta Falcons did the Atlanta thing. Left enough time on the clock for Stafford to drive down there.
TJ Hawk.
Yep. Detroit beat the Atlanta Falcons 23-22. Cleveland and Cincinnati in a shootout. Did you see Joe Burrow?
Yeah.
406 yards.
Kid's good.
I know it was week 7, but I said it was going to happen. He was going to break the single game rookie throwing. He was only at the, let's see, that's 33, is it?
He didn't break it.
No, he didn't. He was off by 27 yards.
He's getting close.
You'll get there. Arizona beat Seattle in overtime. I don't even know how that happened.
What was that call that they made? That was a terrible call.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a Metcalf touchdown. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was, it's...
I find the officiating this year to be less than
Subpar?
Yeah.
Well, what do you want it to be? I don't understand. Because they've kind of eased up, at least through the first 7 weeks, on the flags. I mean, that's been proven.
Well, just because you're letting up on a flag doesn't mean you're making the right call. I mean, that's my thing. Just make the correct call on the field when it's very apparent at times. But either way, yeah, Seattle goes down. Still doesn't change my opinion of that football team. And they made it look like, they made Arizona look like the team they really are.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it just makes a strong case for the NFC West, is all that does, really. Kansas City beat Denver 43-16. It was never really a game. Green Bay beat Houston 35-20. I told you they were going to beat them by double digits. New Orleans beat Carolina 27-24. And San Francisco walks into New England, and New England just embarrasses themselves. More importantly, Cam Newton, 9 of 15 for 98 yards. I think 3 interceptions when they finally pulled him.
Yeah, he got benched.
He looks terrible.
Stidham.
Yeah, Jarrett Stidham.
The game of the week, I'm going to tell you right now, was Pittsburgh at Tennessee.
I watched a majority of that, and Pittsburgh dominated that game, even though it was 27-24.
Oh, they dominated the first half. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Tennessee made great comeback. You got to give them the nod on that. But the Steelers have everything.
Steelers are really good. And, I don't know how many times can we say this and how many years in a row, but they just managed to find another receiver.
Well, it's not even that. They find another player. So they lost Devin Bush for the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
In comes, I call him Mickey Spillane. His last name's Spillane. I don't know.
Okay.
But in comes Spillane. And by the way, he makes a goal line stop on Derrick Henry. Just boom. I mean, then he has to leave the game for a little bit. I think he had a little shoulder stinger after that. But I think they end up scoring anyway because there was a stupid pass interference call. And then they get 4 more shots at the end zone. But I'm just saying, dudes came in to replace Devin Bush, and they haven't skipped a beat. And that's just coaching.
100%. He's just so good. Pittsburgh looks really, really good. Buffalo beat the Jets 18-10. Josh Allen, 30-43, 307 yards. No TDs, though, and you called him to be the breakout this week for...
Well, I called him as my stardom, yeah. Well, looks like they looked over the Jets, man. Don't look over the Jets.
Okay. Tampa Bay beat Las Vegas 45-20. Tom Brady, 33 of 45, 369 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Tom Brady should have been my stardom. Watch out for Tom Terrific, Jay. Just when you thought you could throw a little dirt on the body.
Oh,
he's
my
like,
goodness.
Not cold yet, bud.
Chargers beat Jacksonville 39-29. And Washington professional football team 25-3 over the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go back and talk about Chargers.
Okay.
Did that rub you the wrong way?
Herbert was 27-43 for 347 yards and 3
soon.
touchdowns. Gardner Minshew was 14-27 with 173 yards, 2 touchdowns. Chargers just absolutely dominated that game. Jacksonville just Jacksonville themselves. But going back, who's going to be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys?
Well, right now it's Ganucci.
The Nooch?
Yeah, the Nooch.
The
Yeah, your
Nooch?
dream came true.
The Nooch is in there. And, of course, tonight, you've got Monday Night Football.
I just think the Chargers
Chicago
quarterback.
Bears at the Rams.
Herbert looks good. That team looks solid, man. I'm going to look good in my new powder blue uniform.
Oh, are you going to
Going head-to-head with Leah twice a year.
You mean lose to Leah twice a year?
It's my...
No?
Going down.
Well, they've already lost once.
I don't think so. We'll
Chargers
have to
have?
wager on that one.
We won't wager on it.
Yeah, we will.
Well, that makes me sad that I put a bad stink on your Dallas Cowboys when I picked him to win the
you did.
Super Bowl.
It's your fault. You did it. Just like
Totally
I made
your
it snow.
fault.
Man, tell you what, the
Well,
Cincinnati
the bad
Burrows
stick
game-
in the Cowboys is that crappy. It's a coaching problem. I'm sorry. It's a coaching problem. Period. I see a bunch of people in there starting to blame the players. I'm like,
Well, speaking of blaming the players.
I mean, I was absolutely right on CeeDee Lamb by sitting him this week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude didn't even get a catch.
No, speaking of blaming the players, let's do a recap. Let's fall back to Saturday. Now that was an ugly loss for Iowa.
The turnovers.
Yeah.
I mean, the odd one where Goodson gets it knocked out of his hands by his own offensive lineman.
That was
That was a scoring play, or a scoring drive, I should say, easily. So, I mean, you get that one right there, and I think we win the game.
The Sargent one was tough at the end of
Yeah.
the game. The play calling in the second half, just not. I mean, it's. But the thing is there for. Let's just go to Twitter for every person out there that's yells about a 18 to 22-year-old student athlete. There's a lot of people out there that came to their defense and just said like, "Hey, it's there were no non-conference games. But it's just not a good law. It wasn't a good.
I thought Petrus looked fine.
I thought he came out really shaky. Here's what I'll say. He came out shaky. Loved what the punter was doing for Iowa. Then they seemed to adjust somewhere at, say, mid-second quarter and into the third, and then it just unraveled in the fourth. I don't know what happened. I mean, but I mean, you just hate the loss, but it's not as bad of a loss when Rutgers beat Michigan State. 7 turnovers for Michigan State. 21 game conference losing streak Rutgers had.
Shiano's back.
Yeah, he is. Indiana upset Penn State 36-35. Now they're in the top 25. Ohio State beat Nebraska 52-17. Talk about Twitter making a turn, Iowa fans. So that game was an earlier game, right? And at one point it was 14-14. And then you have Iowa fans that are basically on Twitter going, F, is Nebraska good? And then like when it was, then all of a sudden if you go back, and I had sent this text to my buddies, when it was like 38-14 at the time, 38-17, doesn't matter. Then you can read like Iowa fans again like, F Nebraska, F Scott Frost, this guy's a baby. The other thing you need to watch about Nebraska is there were 3 targeting calls in this game. The first one got overturned, but the 2 others were legit. It's dirty play. I don't like it.
Well, they are dirty.
Mm-hmm.
He's a dirty coach. They're a dirty team.
Dirty little hamsters.
Yes. I don't know what that means, but sure.
It's from
Dirty State.
It's from Jersey Shore.
Dirty Flat State.
Michigan beat Minnesota 49-24, and on Friday night, Wisconsin beat Illinois 45-7. So, and Iowa State had a good game against Oklahoma State, but they ended up losing 24-21. It was a good weekend for
You
sports.
called a game. What game was that? Bettendorf and
The Bettendorf Muscatine game. Yeah, I don't want to relive it.
okay.
It was not my favorite of. It was not my favorite.
Bettendorf won.
Yeah, they did. They're going to play at Pleasant Valley on Friday night at Pleasant Valley. North lost to Prairie. Assumption beat Central DeWitt. They'll play North Scott at North Scott on Friday. Davenport Assumption.
Who does Waterloo West play?
You know, I can pull it up. They beat Fort Dodge. They are
did.
playing again.
Bradley Munoz wants me to ask how 2.15 for Petras is fine. I don't know what that means.
What do you say? 2 for 15?
Yeah.
Was it 2 for his first 15? Because I'm not sure he was just 2 for 15 overall.
Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to blame Petrus, Brad, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Petras.
Have at it.
Petrus. Okay.
He wasn't the one fumbling the football, so.
Well, he said
He ended up going 22 for 39 for 265 yards. He had 0 TDs. Here's what we can do. Here's what we can do for old Spence.
Well, I'm just saying. That right there. What do you want? I mean, he looked to me. He looked better at throwing the football than butt crack from last year. So I mean,
it was the zero touches in the fourth quarter for Goodson. That really was the problem with Iowa.
Yeah.
And the other thing is Petrus's goatee. That's got to go. Like it's not it's not attractive.
What do you mean?
what kind of a goatee is it? I don't even know.
I don't know. It's like
Is it like handlebar goatee?
no,
it looks good.
no, it doesn't.
Yeah, he looks like El Diablo.
Is it long or short?
I don't know.
No, yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's long. It's not. Yeah, it's filling in. But
It's not like yours, like your scruffy.
no, no.
Okay.
It's in there. You can definitely notice it with
it's not
through the
Arctic
helmet.
blonde like mine.
Arctic blonde.
It's very distinguished.
Thank you, Arctic blonde.
Welcome.
I don't know. What do you want? I mean, what do you
I want him to
expect
shave
out
it.
of
That's
these?
what I want. That's what
His
I want.
first start, 22 for 39.
Yeah, on the road.
I
Purdue-
mean, the kid didn't have a turnover. I don't know. I mean,
I have no problem with.
I don't think it's on him. I mean, I'm gonna. If you want me to blame you, I'm gonna blame the coaching staff.
He was shaky at times. That's all it was.
Yeah,
He
but-
puts a lot of mustard on the ball, man. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's in the flat or if it's going to be 60 yards down the field. He zips that thing in. They even talked about it. The announcers did. That his roommate Nico was like, "Yeah, it hurts to catch his ball." So,
Do you guys think that Iowa will finish better than 5-3?
all right. So the Northwestern looked pretty good in their game. So it's not going to be very easy, but Michigan State looked awful. Minnesota, they got beat up by Michigan, and I think Michigan was a team that a lot of people thought was overrated going into this season. So you look ahead. I mean, the Northwestern game is the one that, is another one that gives us a little bit of problems, but not so much in Kinnick. But I don't know with not having fans there or anything, like what that's going to be like. So,
Mikey brought something up that says something about a former river bandit being a hero. What happened with that?
oh, Brett Phillips is one that hit the ball on game 4.
Okay. That's a hero. He's our hero. I didn't even know that was him.
It really comes down
Pay
to
attention.
Rosarina, though, right? I mean, the guy did a somersault, and that's what when he came around third and he stumbled, and then he did a somersault, and then the catcher was like, That guy just do a somersault, and that's why the ball got past
Why
him.
did he tag home plate like that, though? They have to tag the players. I didn't understand that.
Well, the other thing
Did
is
you see that part of it? No, you didn't watch.
Can't watch.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have the box. Yeah, that was just a strange play. Really, I think so. For a long time now, watching the Dodgers in the postseason, one of my favorite things to do after making fun of Chase Utley for years is to talk about how Dave Roberts is a terrible manager. And I don't even know how he could have even scripted this, but somehow I feel like he's involved in this entire thing that happened on Saturday night.
What do you mean involved?
Well, I don't know I don't know if he had a message to Kenley Jansen and he was like, "Hey, listen, if there's going to be a play at the plate, in spring training, or how about in high school or developmental league, how they taught you how to back up the throw behind the catcher." And Kensley's like, yeah. He was like, "Don't do that. Don't back up the throw. Just stand on the bump and just stare at this entire play that's going to happen as we throw it around and put a complete tent over the circus."
It looked pretty bad.
So
I didn't understand.
But I mean, the good story is this guy, Rosarina. Now he's got the Major League Baseball record for most home runs in the postseason, and he has the record for the most hits. And he made it. He debuted now. I think we're at day 59 that he just came up, and he's making $90,000 a year. Game 5 is a pivotal game that was just won by the Dodgers. 30 of the previous 46 teams that won Game 5 of the World Series have won the title. But just 6 of the last 14. Anyway, no, I like I like having the World Series on in the background. I enjoy it.
Yeah, me too.
So
wouldn't know.
Some
Some
sort of normalcy with my Christmas tree up in the background.
That's yeah.
Did you sing the song the whole time?
Christmas
tree, oh Christmas tree.
We watched The Grinch.
I love you, my Christmas tree.
All right, we got to take our first break here on ESPN 1170 AM, and I think I finally got some of my computer difficulties up and running. So.
Oh, I'm so happy for you, Bird.
I
don't like it when he smiles.
It's that app developing. It's
getting way too much on his plate.
We are 40 minutes away from our Guess the Lines for Week 8. I feel really good about mine, which means I'm probably going to do bad.
When we get back, everybody, we have some results from our Pick 6.
I can't wait.
And our Pick'ems. See who's in the lead, who's not. Bomber!
I'm in the lead, you guys.
No, you're not.
Well,
don't be giving it away.
Don't spoil it. This is called a teaser in the business.
Oh my god,
a teaser.
Nobody believes me anyway.
That's a good point.
A teaser.
Locally owned and operated since 1934, Tri-City Equipment has been your source for restaurant equipment and value. With the very competitive prices and full service, you can get everything you need there, whether it's kitchen utensils, refrigeration, glassware, you name it. Leobaum, they have guarantees. 30 days labor, 90 days on parts.
That's
Not
awesome.
bad, right?
That's a great deal.
And if you're looking to cater an event or you got like a home chef that you want to like pamper,
right? Me.
Go down there, check it out. Or you can go online to tricityequipment.com. And if you happen to go down, it's located at 527 West 4th Street. They have a giant 2,400 square foot showroom. 1,600 items in stock, Leah, for you to peruse.
That's a couple hours. That's like a Target trip right there.
Oh, man. This thing beats Target all to hell. I'm telling you right now. Remember, they deliver to all Quad City restaurants, and they match online pricing, so you can take Amazon and all the other big box stores and kick them in the butt. We don't need them.
Nothing to lose.
Tri-City Equipment. Call 563-322-5382 and check them out. Remember, the store hours of the showroom, 8 to 5. And it is located, once again, at 527 West 4th Street. That's Tri-City Equipment.
You like that? You like that?
Give me a hell yeah. I said, give me a hell yeah! Woo!
This is Matt Koss of the Quad City Times, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
Football is back at the Double Crown. No fans allowed in the stands, so get the best seats possible at the Double Crown Bar and Grill. During all big college football games, enjoy $5 pitchers of domestics and $2 wells. Stop in for lunch during the week. Tuesday is all-you-can-eat wings and Friday nights all-you-can-eat fish, both for just $11. Plus happy hour daily from 2 till 6. For daily specials, find them on Facebook. Double your fun every day at the Double Crown Bar and Grill, 217 Brady Street, downtown Davenport.
Score a touchdown on your next new or used purchase at Sexton Ford. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll feel like you've entered the big game each and every time. You'll be treated like a pro player from sales to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a strong bench of mildly used vehicles too. Why wait? The game's on at Sexton Ford in Moline.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
I'm Rhett Lewis with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Steelers hung on to win the battle of the unbeatens, 27-24 against the Titans, as Steven Gostkowski missed a field goal to tie the game with 19 seconds left. Cam Newton got benched early in the fourth quarter as the 49ers routed the Patriots 33-6 on their way to their second straight victory. Tom Brady faring much better, tossing 4 touchdowns and running one in.
Sneak from Brady, and he'll power it home for the touchdown.
There's just never been anybody better at this.
The Bucs rolled over the Raiders 45-20 in Las Vegas. The Cowboys got blown out again and lost Andy Dalton to a concussion as the Washington football team held them to a field goal, winning 25-3. And the Cardinals win an overtime thriller on Sunday night, 37-34 over the Seahawks, knocking Seattle from the ranks of the undefeated behind Kyler Murray's 4 total touchdowns. And this has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Right now, Allstate has almost as many ways to save as there are types of music. Save for being a new customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. And save even more for driving safely. Visit Allstate.com or contact your local agent to get a quote. Find out how much you can save today. Allstate. Now that should be music to your ears.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. DriveWise is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
What's hot for business this week at Staples?
Small prices, big savings.
Help your business go big with amazing prices on everything you need to pack and ship.
Right now at Staples, save 20% on UPS expedited shipping services. Plus, save up to 30% on select shipping supplies.
Shop in store or get same-day delivery through Instacart and save big at Staples.
Ends 10/31 while supplies last. In-store only. See store for details. Instacart fees, taxes, and/or tips may apply. Delivery subject to availability. Additional terms apply.
Premier Metal Art is now licensed and trademarked with the University of Iowa to produce and sell Hawkeye's metal art. Made here in the Quad Cities. Order your customized fire pit in 3 different sizes, perfect for tailgating. Premier Metal Art also has Hawkeye's multi-layer pieces, perfect for your home and man cave. It's not too early to order for Christmas, so get your custom Hawkeyes order in now. Call 563-345-9500. Premier Metal Art, Eldridge, Iowa. On Facebook or online at qcpremier.com. Finish your holiday shopping today.
Cleanings, checkups, and cavities? Have Dr. Chang's dental practice at capacity.
Patient in room 1 is getting a root canal.
Indeed, you do. The moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Indeed delivers 2.5 times more hires than the other branded job sites combined, according to Breezy HR 2019. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first job post. Terms and conditions apply.
Never miss a thing with our app. Listen live from anywhere in the world and be notified when news breaks. From the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, everybody, we're back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Julia.
Done Right TV and Security Solutions.
There you go. And don't forget our friends at Dish.
Don't forget our friends at Dish.
And we are in the Hassle Castle, Jay Bird. Jay's getting everything back.
I feel
Way he likes it
normal.
over there. He looks, doesn't have his undies in a bunch anymore.
No. It was an interesting weekend because there wasn't a lot of I need to be here right now. So there just got to be sports on in the background and just be lazy about things, which I enjoyed.
This
It's
weekend?
always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have to be. It's not like because we didn't have like a softball tournament somewhere, and we're right around the corner. Eventually, there'll be a wrestling tournament or volleyball on a Sunday.
Wouldn't that suck?
Oh, and the snow and the
missing a whole wrestling
and the
tournament.
walking into the gymnasiums and having to change your shoes. Oh,
I will tell you, I was
The
like,
slappy,
a little.
sloshy.
I am getting a little bit lazy about when the weather is at 40 degrees that I just don't want to go outside.
no. It's
don't wanna
time
go
to
anywhere.
hibernate.
That's why you got to go to LL Bean, Jay.
We were shopping
Get
before
you
the
a
show.
nice jacket like that.
Look at LL Beans.
See, I'm all nice and warm and toasty in that booger.
Lumberjack.
That doesn't do that for me.
Well, anyway, everybody, I did promise this before we went to break. I was going to go through our pick'ems and our pick six.
Woo!
So right now we are in a tight race, Leah.
Yeah?
Calvin's not part of it though.
Okay.
He's only got 9 wins with no chance. Jay is at 10 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Leah, you are at 11.
11. I give it 11.
What did you get that no one? Oh, you picked Arizona. But you didn't pick didn't pick Cleveland.
No.
But either way, I am also at 10. So as of right now, with what you and Jay have picked, you two have the Bears tonight. So no way for Jay to win. Only for you.
Yay.
But I picked the Rams.
All right.
So if the Bears lose, then you and I tie.
It's on tonight.
Yeah.
It's going down. It's going down. What time do they play tonight?
7:15 kickoff, right?
Yep.
Any plans for Monday Night Football?
I don't know.
Bears?
Crock pot cooking. Candles. Christmas tree glow. In the corner. Gonna carve pumpkins.
And then, Leah, you missed Friday, unfortunately. You didn't get to do pick six.
I'm sorry.
But Cal went 3-3. T-Roy 4-2. Jaybird 5-1.
Of course.
Back-to-back weeks for that young fella right there.
Of course.
Look at him.
What were the picks again in the pick six?
Let's see. We all got Pittsburgh right.
Yes.
Jay took Carolina plus the points.
Told you he covers on the road.
We all took Green Bay.
That was a lock.
Everybody took Seattle. Everybody took San Fran.
Seattle's my only loss, huh?
And then the Tampa Bay game. Cal took the Vegas Raiders, and we took Tom Terrific.
Yeah. So
there you have it.
After the Washington professional team played the Cowboys, are you looking at Antonio Gibson on your fantasy radar? 20 attempts for 128 yards.
I don't even know who that is.
Here are your Week 7 rushing leaders, by the way. Here's your Week 7 rushing leaders in the NFL. Number 1, Antonio Gibson of the Washington professional football team. He had 128 yards. James Robinson of the Jacksonville Jaguars, 119 yards. Jeff Wilson
Jr.
Junior, thank you for throwing that in there. He had 17 attempts, 112 yards, 3 TDs. Daniel Jones, quarterback of the New York Giants, 4 attempts for 92 yards. And then Russell Wilson rounds out your top 5 for rushing leaders for Week 7 with 84 yards. Boy, not a good week for
running backs?
Yeah, for fantasy running backs.
No.
Week 7 passing leaders, Joe Burrow, 406 yards. Russell Wilson, 388 yards. Tom Brady, 369 yards. Kyler Murray put up 360. And Carson Wentz, 359.
What record did Mahomes break? I read something and then I got distracted.
Yeah, it's probably something like fastest to 10,000 passing yards and 6,000 rushing yards. They always come up with some obscure thing to throw out there.
Oh, you're right. You even had the number. Did you say 90?
No, I said 10,000. I was way off.
I thought you said 90.
Yeah.
Shows I don't listen.
That's great.
2 touchdowns.
What did he break? Like I said, they always.
He became the fastest quarterback to throw 90 touchdowns in NFL history.
Oh, gotcha.
And he threw 2 touchdowns and 225 yards.
I'm excited for tomorrow when we get to do the power rankings. I want to see where things got moved up a little bit.
Things are moved around for sure, but not at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Steelers look good, man.
They're the only undefeated team, right?
Yep, they're it.
The Steelers moved to 6-0 for the first time since 1978. I mentioned earlier about Joe Burrow. Yesterday was his 5th game with 300-plus passing yards. He's one shy away from Andrew Luck's rookie record. I mean, this kid, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
is this your new crush?
This is your
new man crush?
I call him the Cincinnati Burrows for a reason.
Well, I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, Justin Herbert would be right there, but he didn't get to start the first 2 games.
That's on Anthony Lynn. That's not on Joe Burrow.
Saying.
Don't take anything away from him.
Well, don't you take nothing away against Justin Herbert. So all of a sudden you're a big Bengals fan.
I feel like I am. That's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because I don't really like anything about Ohio except for Andy from the Natty. Who's, by the way, it's his birthday today.
Well, happy birthday, Andy from the Natty.
Happy birthday. It's Hillary Clinton's birthday today, too, guys.
Why do you got to bring that up? I could have gone my entire life without knowing that. Good Lord. You want me to throw it in my mouth again?
I'd want you to tweet her happy birthday later.
Tweet her happy birthday. She'd fall off a cliff for all I care.
So the 27-point home loss to the 49ers, this was the worst home loss in the Bill Belichick era. That's really, really bad. That game was, like, awful to watch.
I got an idea.
What's that? Ooh. Cam to the Cowboys?
No. Oh, God. Why would I want that? I'd rather stick with Andy Dalton. But you're on the right track.
Oh,
I think Belichick's time for him to go. He needs new scenery.
I think if he goes, he's
better
gone.
play. Nah, he's going to come to Dallas.
I liked what I heard earlier today.
He goes, you know what he's going to say? He goes, you want to talk about Brady being the GOAT? Fine. I'm going to prove to you that I don't need New England and I don't need Tom. I'm going to go coach America's team. They got all the weapons I need. Boom.
You really think Belichick's going to the Cowboys?
No, I'm just making it up, Ding Dong.
That would be interesting, though.
Ryan Clark earlier today, I think on Get Up or whatever, talked about how Tom Brady out Belichick, which I actually have to agree with the talking heads.
He got out of there.
He got out of there on time.
Yeah.
And we said this last year, though. There were no weapons there.
No.
And it just seems like
he was the weapon.
And Cam looked good until COVID. So
he'll come back, though.
I don't think so. If I was them, I wouldn't do that. I would just let him. You've got to look for the future.
Well, at some point you have to draft skill position players, and Belichick just never does that. He tries to find these little weapons from, like the Sonny Michels. I mean, look at him. I mean, the guy's just too small to be in the NFL. That's why he's on the IR.
It's been 20 years since New England was more than 2 games back in the division. I tell you what,
I mean, you can't criticize it.
Yeah, you can get mad at 2020 all you want, but these are little gifts every once in a while that they'll drop and give you.
Yeah.
Well,
it is kind of a sad thing, though, isn't it?
No, bring him to Dallas. I already said it.
It's like, I don't know. It's a little sad to see something like that's been so dominant for that so long, even though you're not a fan of it. It's like, or something that you just watch from afar, I guess, and it just did the annoying things over and over. Like if your neighbor's dog, like.
I love your analogies.
Yeah, you're like it's annoying, but then every once in a while, like you saw it, like learn a new trick or catch a frisbee on the fly, and you're like, oh, good for that dog.
Yeah.
And then eventually, hold on, I'm not done. And after 20 years, the dog can no longer catch a frisbee.
Well, no.
And it takes out there, and you're like, that's sad.
Yeah, shoot him.
I feel bad. Exactly. See, you're picking up what I'm laying down. They've got to go. Everything's got to change. Everything's got to change in New England.
I feel that way after 6 games with Mike McCarthy.
Well, maybe that's an analogy that should work. Yeah, it is. Because the McCarthy thing is not working for me.
Dude,
either.
it's terrible. I mean, how bad can you get?
It's bad.
I mean, for God's sakes. I mean, Washington's terrible. And you just got boat raced out of there.
Washington is terrible.
I mean, you got boat raced out of there.
I mean, they're terrible.
Okay.
What?
Well, I'm not saying Dallas isn't terrible. They're terrible right now. But, oh, my God, dude.
Washington, they got Antonio Gibson. He had 128 yards rushing yesterday.
I might be able to run 128
Scary,
against that defense.
You do like Scary Terry. He put up a
Terry.
touchdown on you guys.
Yeah, well. the rookie got beat. But you got to coach the rookie. I mean, who's fired? I haven't seen anybody. Nothing yet. I mean, Jerry's just got to be livid.
Well, so as I was driving in today, the Greenberg show was on because I'm a company man. I listen to the ESPN on the radio.
God, how do you listen to that moron?
But then he was giving his hot takes, and then he's like, he goes,
so hot. Let me hear it. The water's wet.
No.
Okay.
It was his number 2 was that the Steelers are the best team in the AFC, and you can't deny it or whatever else. And his number 1 was
last week.
His number 1 was one was Tampa Bay is the best team in the league right now.
I was saying at the beginning of the year.
So then they had 2 hot takes. So they have callers that call in, right? And they're like, give me your best hot take. And one was like 4 teams from the NFC West is going to make the playoffs. All 4 teams.
I heard that.
Okay.
I was sitting in the studio.
So then you heard the second one.
Well, he said 4 teams are going to. Then what did he say then? I wouldn't really listen.
But he said it's because the first time because of the expanded playoffs that it could happen in history. But he said he didn't see it. He didn't see that because of the NFC South and 2 teams from the NFC North. But he said he liked to take. Then the second caller said the Cowboys will, and I gave a fist pump. I was like, yes, finally someone's dumb like me. And the Cowboys will sign Colin Kaepernick.
I heard that.
Or trade for Fitzpatrick. And he said that's when Greenberg said,
have you met
Jerry Jones? He's not going to do that. He's not going to sign Colin Kaepernick. And he said the Dolphins would be crazy to trade Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, they need him as backup.
They need him as backup and a mentor and everything. So, yeah, but I mean, someone had a dumb hot take that I had, but it didn't. That one didn't catch on very much. Well, I don't know what they're going to do because the Nooch is their quarterback. Dalton took it. It was a dirty hit.
Oh, it was incredibly dirty.
But
that's one where he hurt his shoulder?
No, he got popped in the head when he's sliding. Dude got ejected from the game. He'd probably have a huge fine.
Oh.
And possible suspension. I don't know. And then I heard a bunch of the people are making a big deal. They said that the players didn't go and try to fight him, but I mean, I think most of from what I saw, the guys closest were kind of going to look at Andy, check on Andy. The one guy was turning at the ref, going, "Look at this guy," and then I just couldn't see anything. I didn't. I guess I couldn't watch the game, but glad for that. To be honest with you, but I mean, I didn't see how or why or what were the circumstances between none of the old linemen trying to beat the dude up. I mean, does that?
Why? I mean,
I don't know. What does that get you? Does that get
exactly.
you? That gets a offsetting penalty flag.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't see the point of that.
Oh, Eddie said Cousins to Dallas. Nah.
God, that'd save all Eddie's problems right there.
Oh, and then I do have to, on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread, I have to address that, yeah, Brad asked if I'm doing the next Bettner playoff game. No. And a couple reasons. One, Pleasant Valley has their own streaming, and they loop it with our friends from QCSportsnet.com. Two, I haven't applied for it. When it comes to playoffs, the Iowa High School Athletic Association, you have to apply to get that. Then the AD allows you to stream it, and then you have to pay a $500 fee, which I don't want to do.
Wow.
And Pleasant Valley, if I did apply, probably wouldn't allow us to. Did we have this conversation last week that I'm known I'm known in East Bettendorf as a homer for Bettendorf?
He's a homer.
Why are you a homer?
Because I call more for Bettendorf than PV, but no, I was actively been told from someone who it's in, I guess, the Pleasant Valley football program that, we don't want Jay Foster to call the games. He's a Bettendorf homer.
So you're like Joe Buck?
Oh, yeah.
No, I saw a tweet. Did you see a tweet? Did you see the tweet?
Oh,
did you? That's not true. Did you see my girl, Jessica Kleinschmidt?
No.
On Twitter?
She loves Joe Buck.
Leave Joe Buck alone. You're just mad that he has your dream job.
Not at all.
Great tweet, Jessica.
I like Joe Buck, but it's the thing is everybody hates Joe Buck.
Hall of Fame tweet.
He totally favors, and you can tell who he favors when he's calling every game.
That's what every home team says.
You gotta listen to this guy.
I have his autograph. I met him.
The stories
I'll bring
he has.
it in, you can put it up.
When people in Boston think he's anti-Boston. People in Chicago think that 2016 World Series. He has both sides still to this day. Cleveland Indian fans and Cubs fans that still tell him that you called it completely for the other team.
Yeah. Well, he's got a punchable face.
Uh-oh.
Well, that might be fair. He's got a podcast with Oliver Hudson that's pretty decent called Daddy Issues. But
nice.
no, so and I'm not doing the game. Honestly, I don't want to do the game. I don't. It was brutal enough to do the one on Friday.
Why do you have to pay? I don't understand why they wouldn't pay you rather.
The Iowa High School Athletic Association.
I understand.
What was brutal about it?
Bettendorf didn't really show much until finally they got the quarterback to stay in the pocket. Muscatine, and I didn't know this because lack of prep work or whatever else, I guess. I don't know. But their quarterback has been out since week 3. They did have a junior who would step in, but really they ran the Wildcat the entire time. So I'm watching a high school football team that's down by 21, run it up the middle. Muscatine was every time. And
You
it
couldn't
just
see who it was.
Oh, I knew who the two guys were going to be. It was either going to be Eli Gay or Tim Ninely. But the thing is, it was just you're down by 21. Like you've got to do something more than just run up the middle. And so it just got to be too much. And I think Pleasant Valley is a much better team. Now, if Bettendorf can make some changes, I will tell you this: their kicking game's better. In the second half, their quarterback stayed in the pocket more, which is important. And he threw a great ball to Tyson Nimkina. And Tynan, I said Tynan. So if he can do that, I think they have some weapons, but they're still confused by misdirection. And what Pleasant Valley does with running the option is going to give them a little bit of fits on Friday night. So I've got Pleasant Valley favored to win that game. Assumption, on the other hand, is undefeated, and they look good. But they're going to North Scott. And North Scott's got a couple losses. And the thing out there on Twitter has been, why is North Scott host?
Yeah. And it was basically a weird rule. I saw what Koss tweeted out. Mm-hmm. They hadn't played each other head-to-head.
Mm-hmm.
So then it went to some sort of number of something, and I can't remember what it was.
They went alphabetical.
Okay, there you go.
They considered them both at the time that they would be district champions. I tend to disagree. North Scott streamlines all their home games. Assumption doesn't. That's $500 extra money the Iowa High School Athletic Association just got for North Scott, from North Scott. That's my reckless speculation of why they got it. By the way, my reckless speculation sounds more right than, we kind of figured you guys as district champs, both of you, even though we're not in districts this year, but we are, I don't know, and then we went alphabetical. I feel more comfortable with my reckless speculation.
Sounded to me like Assumption got hosed.
If you're not doing the bet game, is there anybody doing it?
Yeah, Quad City Sportsnet.
What they'll do is, what they've done in the past, Pleasant Valley, is they'll have, so you have a thing called Huddle, and instead of like videotaping the games and a meeting like halfway between opponents, now everything goes online.
Okay.
So every team videos, but they'll have just basic video equipment, I don't know, whatever they have on there, and there'll be no sound. And what they want you to do is they want you to loop in with QCSportsnet.com. Whoever calls it. Could be Ken, could be our friend Roland, I don't know. It doesn't really match up, but I'm just telling you they don't want me to, and I'm not going to apply for it. So because I just don't really want to spend my Friday night doing it.
Or pay $500.
Yeah, I don't want to pay $500, and I don't want to raise the money of it. So
it's groceries for a month.
Yeah. So and nor do I want to like reach out to someone around here and be like, you could be the main sponsor.
She knows these things.
I do.
But I do have to think.
She's a take charge
Chris,
mother.
I have to think Chris. I have to think my friend down in Muscatine, Discover Muscatine, who they did all the video work and they've spliced us into our Sling Studio. They did a great job.
I heard the production quality was great.
Mm-hmm.
And you and Parker blew it out of the water.
Thanks. Is that really what you heard? Yeah. Oh, that makes me happy. I think we were struggling at some times, but we got some good thumbs up.
You make struggling look easy, though.
Yeah, I had Ryan Fick texting me, giving me the heads up and everything else. So.
Did we congratulate that young man?
I did on the air, by the way.
Did you? Okay.
On the thing. But yes, they got the bundle of joy, their new baby girl.
Aww.
Born about a week ago, I think. Yeah.
Welcome to 2020, kid.
Yeah. All right, let's take our second break of the hour. When we come back, let's get prepped to do Guess the Lines Week 8.
You go down, Bird!
No. I got to come back. Have I lost back-to-back weeks ever?
No.
Ever?
No.
You slipped that in like that.
Just calm
I meant
it
the
down,
season. I meant the
Mr. Man.
season. I didn't mean like ever.
Just a cocky little booger, isn't he?
Right.
Maybe I didn't hear that you guys did a good job.
We'll be right back.
All right, the voting's in, Bomb.
All right.
And the new Locals Love Us guide is going to be hitting the streets real soon. Remember, as always, it's going to have that easy to navigate table of contents to help find what you're looking for. So you don't need to worry about when you're getting your little hair colored.
Okay.
Or anything like that. If you're going to get your oil changed, or maybe you need to get some wood from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Because you're a homeowner.
I am.
And they'll tell you where to go. All you can do is just look in there. Hey, what's everybody's favorite hardware store?
Right, and
Bam.
they rate it for you.
K&K Hardware, I guarantee it.
Yep.
Or some other locally owned one.
True Value.
Right. There you go.
It's another one.
And then also,
Yes.
if you can't find the guide, you know what you do?
What do I do?
You go to localsloveus.com on your little smarty phone right
that's
there.
right.
Yep. You click on Quad Cities, and then you can browse your favorites. It's easy to use.
So
and
convenient.
they're even going to rank all the most popular places for you.
They do the work for you.
They do everything for you. So next time you need to, you want to plant millennial, or is it millennial flowers?
No.
Perennials?
Perennials.
Yeah.
There you go.
Annuals?
I know
don't
we would
plant
like
flowers.
to plant some millennials,
Yeah.
but I'm joking.
Head
I meant
first.
perennials. Anywho, check them out, okay?
I will.
Those
I
are our
definitely
friends from Locals Love Us. They are your guide to the best.
Check them out. Okay.
You like that?
Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
This is Lobo from Lobo Salsa. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
The Circle Tap in Davenport is your place to catch all the action this football season. Enjoy $2 cans for every Iowa and Iowa State game and watch every NFL game with the NFL Sunday Ticket on one of their 16 flat screen TVs. Get $2 domestic cans and $6 pulled pork sandwiches and fries every Sunday. Book your holiday party now and enjoy the heated patio for your next event. Enjoy great food, great drinks, and great friends all season long at the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Damien in L.A.
I wanted to share my fondest Kobe memory, mine and my son's. It was season opener, Kobe's last year. You, Raj, and he who shall not be named. We got the privilege to meet you guys, me and my son, and I shared with my son the story of you and your daughter Esther, of how I always remember the day that you got to see Kobe Bryant play. Last week, me and my son are driving around. Now, he was about 8 years old at that time, roughly 4 years ago, and the joy I felt when we heard you on the radio again, and my son was like, "Oh, is that Max Kellerman?" Yes, I remember the day I saw Kobe Bryant play was the day I met Max Kellerman.
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Gary Moore is delivering real solutions for Iowa families. Thanks to Gary Moore's leadership, Iowa has a balanced budget, which is why we were better prepared than any other state to deal with the economic impacts of the COVID crisis. Gary Moore led the effort to help working Iowa families find safe, reliable childcare so parents can continue to work. Gary Moore is focused on getting Iowans back to work and school safely. Keep Iowa moving in the right direction. Vote Gary Moore for state representative.
Paid for by Gary Moore for State House.
Janae and Golick Jr.
The NCAA is still in its old bag of tricks, and we've heard the president, Mark Emmert, say that a bubble is possible for some of the tournaments coming up, looking down the line to March Madness, and it's what makes more farcical the idea that the NCAA or any of the powers in the world of college athletics can look and tell us they're doing as much as they can for what we're about to see in college football. I was on the call for the first college football game this season as Central Arkansas and Austin Peay played, and while everyone involved did what they could, we know ultimately the powers in college sports are preventing the bubbling of athletes because they know what admitting that comes with. And so when they try and sell me that they're doing everything they can, I unfortunately can't believe it, because they're already telling us and telling on themselves as they look forward towards the spring that the bubble might not only happen, but it is going to come with plenty of apparel you can buy, all in support of amateurism.
Janae and Golick Jr. 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
At Crawford Company, we specialize in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. Sports, on the other hand...
Hey, Crawford guy, go long!
No, I can't.
Here comes the pitch to Crawford guy. Strike three.
Come on, Crawford guy, take the shot.
Sports may not be our specialty, but home comfort is. Crawford Company, plumbing and drain cleaning, heating and air conditioning.
I've seen the worst things that can possibly happen. This isn't even close to that.
He's back on your radio. Greeny.
I have always felt basketball is a game where the team that has the best player wins. The Lakers would have the two best players.
Greeny, covering the top stories with the biggest names. Plus, breaking news.
Only in football do we wonder this aloud, and I just thought it was worth spelling out all of the ways in which Brady changed everything.
Greeny. Weekdays at 11 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Your business can have a website that looks great and gets found online. Find out why over 20,000 businesses have chosen Town Square Interactive for their website design.
Hi, this is Jerry from Vander Vending. We use Town Square Interactive. It was easy, simple, and was up and running in no time. We found that it's user-friendly on our side and our customer side.
Make sure your business gets noticed with Town Square Interactive. For more info, call 563-202-2230 or check out townsquarequadcities.com.
Download our app today and listen to sports from anywhere in the world. This is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
All right, everybody, we are back. Thanks for tuning in to Don't Hassle So Local here on AM 1170. Remember, we are brought to you by our friends at Done Right Satellite and Dish. And now.
Well, we're not there yet.
Well, see, gets me all excited, and then he's got on some other crap.
October 26th, 1997.
Hold on. October 26th, 1997.
I know exactly where I was when this happened.
Okay.
A band.
Give me a hint.
Okay, I will. A band named Sublime made a song about him. I might be lying. But I like to sing the first line to this song about this gentleman.
Something Edgar Renteria.
There you go. See?
Ain't got no crystal ball.
No, I like Edgar
home.
Renteria. Man, that guy can play some ball. 23 years ago, Edgar Renteria hit a walk-off single in Game 7 of the World Series, giving the Marlins their first title in just their 5th season in the franchise. Knocked out the Indians, who were actually probably the better team. In Renteria's 16-year career, he had 2 more key roles in World Series moments. In 2004, when he was with the Cardinals, he made the final out against the Red Sox as Boston's curse was broken. In 2010, with the Giants, he hit the go-ahead 3-run shot in Game 5 against the Rangers en route to winning the World Series MVP. I do remember exactly where I was for this.
Where were you, Jay?
I was in Cedar Falls. I was in a house that was close to a bar named the Stein. And
Stein, it's no longer there. It burnt to the ground.
Aw.
And I don't even know, it's not like Indians or the Marlins have any place, but I
remember watching the series ish. Levy, who was the star pitcher for the Marlins?
Livan Hernandez.
Livan Hernandez.
That's right. Bobby Bonilla was on that team.
Yeah,
I like
so was
Edgar
Gary Sheffield.
Renteria.
Gary Sheffield.
Man, that guy can
right?
play
No?
some ball. Oh, and then I feel bad for Sean Murphy, who's on the Harrington's Club Facebook comment thread, because he said, thanks for the reminder. He's part of the Cleveland Indian family.
Oh.
Maybe I should text Merrick, too, and let him know. Just to be like, hey, do you know what happened today?
Dude, no, don't do that.
So here's another fun story.
You're like Mr. Anti-Christmas.
Yesterday was National Tight Ends Day, I think dubbed by George Kittle, right?
Like he started it. Oh, yeah.
And then Bill Cowher, former
Which almost
coach,
led me to start a fight with your boy Clemson Carl.
well, this is a daily thing, but all right, I'll ask, what now?
Well, just, because he's always talking crap about Clemson. Oh, I'm Carl. I went to Rutgers, and now I went to Clemson, and now I'm going to talk about Clemson.
Okay.
And everybody from Clemson is
His name's not really Carl either. It just works out.
I don't care
But
what
anyway,
his name is.
Who would win in a fight between?
I'd destroy Clemson Carl in a heartbeat. But name me one skill player that Clemson has currently in the NFL that's better than George Kittle. Go.
Okay, that's tough.
And don't go Deshaun Watson. I'm sorry. He's
No,
not better.
no. Because the only one
You can argue that Kittle's the best tight end in the league. I'll give you 2. If he's either 1 or 2. It's either him or Travis Kelce right now. Hands down. I don't want to hear it.
God, that's a beautiful man.
I couldn't tell you outside of their quarterbacks Hunter Renfrow is a receiver for the
Mike Williams.
That's not a
is
good name
receiver.
to have right now.
All right, I'm just going to go through. I want to say, I think Corey Davis was at Clemson, but I could be wrong on that one too.
But
what I'm saying is just name me other than your one guy. Other than
I
Deshaun
can't.
Watson.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what about defensive players?
The problem is where we're located. We don't watch ACC football.
Well, no, but I'm just letting you know that Kittle's a star in the NFL.
Yeah.
Hands down. I don't want to hear about Clemson.
I like that he's got this National Tight Ends Day thing going. Bill Cowher had.
By the way, did you watch the
block, release, catch, spike ball?
Yeah, and they were showing a bunch of footage.
Thank you. That's what I was going to get at.
Bunch of footage.
And
it's a picture of him in the ring, SCW.
That's right.
With his boy, the one called Manders.
That's right.
The Corn Belt Cowboy, if you will.
That's what I was getting at. Yeah, I was really excited to see him on ESPN.
Well, it was on. It was on CBS.
Was it the CBS pregame?
You might be right. Maybe it was ESPN.
It was ESPN. Because I had ESPN.
I can't remember
on
which one I was
before.
watching, but either way,
Kittle. Yeah, because they
got some of our local boys a little bit of something, at least a splash. Anyone that knew where that picture was taken. I'm pretty sure that was in Iowa City, at our place that we like to go.
I'm pretty sure that was in the Walcott Coliseum.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, that's where he made his. Yeah, that's where he made his debut the first time. Yeah,
Manders did.
George Kittle did. Yeah.
Oh, and he
came in.
he
came in to make a save, and then what that turned into. Eventually, that's when Pat Anger got involved too. Type of thing, because that was the first one was Kittle who wanted to be involved, and Manders was part of SCW at Black and Brave Academy, and so it just kind of worked from there.
That's pretty good.
Manifested itself.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's best friends with that zero.
Yeah. I saw that.
Zero Marta?
I can't.
Zero fear or something.
I don't
zero
know.
fear, but I can't think of the Spanish word they're using.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's
zero fear, man.
He's this guy that's now a wrestler, mask guy. Whatever. We flashing gang signs.
I don't even know.
I know what you're doing, but yes, they talked about it on the thing. It was neat though. It was cool to see Manders, who's been on the show, and
Manders is on there. Yeah.
Which always makes me laugh.
Kittle's awesome, dude. It's just great to see that guy, and what, some Iowa love around.
You know what's really great about him? It's just about how he just seems like he's having fun every time in the moment.
Yeah,
he's having fun on the field. He's having fun. He knows he's bringing a big personality, but he just seems like even in the interview, he's having fun in the moment. The guy knows how to have fun in the moment.
Yeah,
and that's an important thing to have. Well.
Yeah.
You ready? I got to give you the computer. Yeah, hold on.
They better have their odds correct this week. I got to talk to Siri a bunch again.
All right, we're going to do Guess the Lines.
You think you'd have those pulled up at the break?
You would think I had it pulled up at the break. You're absolutely right. But, T-Roy, I mean, you've done this enough. Why don't you introduce what Guess the Lines is while I'm doing this?
Oh, yeah. Well, this is where Jay and I, each week, we guess what the lines are going to be for the upcoming weekend of football. Starting on Thursday night, for example, Atlanta's going to be taking on Carolina. So Jay and I are going to guess the odds, and then we're going to continue to do the entire week all the way through next Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing this for years. And then the winner
gets bragging rights. Right now, Jay's up 4-3. He's trying to brag that he hasn't lost back-to-back weeks all year, which is true. It's fine.
And what I would like for you to do...
But I'm going to knot it up. And as you listeners, if you want to pull up this week's coming games, you can guess the lines right along with us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And I play a pivotal role in
Leah
this game.
is very pivotal in this
I have
role.
to scroll.
What she has to find the lines for us on the CPU.
Difficult.
And then from there, she tells us if we're right or wrong. And it looks to me like the computer is not agreeing with Jaybird at all.
Well, on my website or whatever else,
Let me just look it up on mine.
Yeah, if you can, go to our friends at EliteSportsbook.com. I don't know why. It's just bringing up Monday Night Game right now on my computer. So it could be anything from the geofencing thing that they have going on, or I haven't logged on, or I have no clue. But that seems, right now, that's the only one that's coming up, which is crazy. And do you have it anywhere? I'm at Elite Sportsbook, and this is the only game I'm seeing. So we might need to go to a different site. Don't do Siri.
What do you mean?
There's got to be something here. There's got to be well, obviously I know there's another site. I'll just go to it, find it.
Let me help Leah Bombs out real quick.
I just pulled up the website. Ruh-roh. You know what I hate about the cold weather, guys? Static. It's back and it's here to stay. A few months, anyways. Did you find it?
No.
I'm talking to Troy.
Sort by date? I can go to another site. I mean, it's not a big deal. Maybe they're just so busy working on the app that
they need you in there.
What did I do before? I'm trying to figure out where I used to go to. Don't do it.
I'm doing it.
What are you gonna do?
Here, I'll just do it.
Hey Siri, give me Week 8 NFL lines.
Okay. Well, and then she give a website. Then you can share it.
Hey Siri.
This is not a good look for our friends.
Just a moment.
Yeah, just a moment.
She's so nice.
Here, I can do it right here on ESPN.
Okay.
Yeah, has ESPN got him?
Yeah.
All right, we got him. Turned off Siri. See, I don't want to hear it.
She's already done it.
All right, you have Week 8 lines starting on Thursday night?
This is Week 7. Hold on.
I got him right here.
You do?
Stop looking at him, Troy.
I'm not. I already got him written down.
You've already got him written down?
Or I mean.
Oh, here.
Here.
All right.
Dang it.
Well, this is fun. I like it when people get to listen to complete chaos or whatever else.
All right, kid.
Oh, there you go.
All you're going to have to do is just do this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Are you looking?
I'm not. I
okay.
Literally did not look at a single one.
I believe you.
Okay.
All right. Fellers, let's do this.
All right, so Thursday night football.
Tonight's already listed, so don't look at that one.
Atlanta at Carolina.
Okay.
NFC South battle. Atlanta. Oh boy, Atlanta.
1-6.
And Carolina. It is what it is. We're gonna tie this week.
What do you mean?
What'd you put?
Carolina -7.
Carolina -7?
Yeah.
Wow. I just went the good old fashioned missionary Carolina -3. I don't think either one of them's that good. Atlanta. This is a divisional game. Atlanta's not bad.
They just went toe to toe with New Orleans in New Orleans.
I don't think New Orleans is that good.
Okay.
And Teddy Two Gloves is good on the road, and it's a divisional game. What is the line, by the way?
Carolina -2.5.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Missionary with the lights on.
Mm-hmm.
That's a BS call.
Isn't that a missionary with the
BS call?
Light? What do you say? Lights? Oh,
nightlight.
Nightlight.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan nightlight.
Hulk Hogan nightlight. I wish I had a Hulk Hogan nightlight. All right, moving on to Sunday
Did you
now.
read that right?
Yes.
Sure.
I know how to read.
All right, Monday night.
I felt a lot better about that.
I mean Monday night. Sunday, November 1st. Ooh, we're in a new month.
Ugh.
And
just hurry up.
One day closer to the election for Bomber. I don't know what I can't wait.
My anxiety is through the roof.
Can't wait for our Wednesday show.
The next 8 days are going to be
week
rough.
from Wednesday.
Okay.
Week from Wednesday, Bomber's going to come in with shampoo effect.
Yep.
Screaming about everything. The electoral college from
mess.
everything. All right, anyway. Sunday, November 1st. Pittsburgh at Baltimore. This one's going to be good.
This is going to be very good. Two evenly matched teams.
I don't think it's very even.
You don't? I think they're pretty evenly matched.
I've got Pittsburgh favored on the road.
That's a mistake. It's Baltimore -3 at home.
That's way too many. I've got Pittsburgh -1.
It is Baltimore -6.5.
No.
That's disrespectful.
No.
That's disrespectful.
That is insane.
That is way disrespectful. They're coming off a bye, but come on, man. Okay.
Wow. Throw that in a teaser basket. Get that up to 13. Take it, what, 6? You said 6.5?
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can do a 10-point teaser. You can go with 6, 6.5, or 7. Yeah, but there's no way. I don't think Baltimore's going to beat them by 2 touchdowns. Pittsburgh's a good team.
I know.
I guess I'll throw that in again, that they're undefeated. They're the only undefeated team.
Yep.
Wow.
All right, next one up.
I don't like that line.
Rams at Miami.
Yeah, Tua's taking over here. Huh. I got Rams favored on the road.
I do too.
Never really a big fan of the whole... I mean, I know it's a stigmatism, but the West Coast travel and the East Coast thing. But I've got the Rams favored by 4.5.
I got them by 2.5.
Rams, 3.5.
So we split that.
Yep.
Should feel better about that, but yeah. All right, Rams 3.5, huh? That's not a bad. That sounds fair. I feel like I had -4 and then I put a dot on there.
I had -2 and then I put .5 on there too. So
either way, we're still there. Okay.
Stop
all right.
questioning yourselves, guys.
Kansas City is going to play host to the New York Jets. I don't think I went high enough.
Someone call an ambulance.
This one's okay.
This is going to be a murder. What do you got?
I don't think I went high enough. I just went Kansas City -13.
I went Kansas City -14.5.
Well, Troy, you win because it's -21.
Oh my God. That is an incredible line for NFL football.
That is insane.
Wow. I wouldn't touch
It's almost
that.
like they think they're good or something.
I wouldn't touch that in a teaser at all. Not even
No.
close. I wouldn't tease it up or tease it down. I would stay far, far away. That is insane. 21 points. You are an NFL franchise.
You're bad.
Why have they not fired him yet?
I don't know. Why haven't they fired Mike McCarthy yet? I mean, look, it's just stupid.
Well, I mean, do you think Jerry Jones is ready to admit he made a mistake yet?
Yeah. Admit it.
Well, you would like him to, but I don't know if that's exactly if he's going to do it.
If he's got that much pride, then he needs to swallow it. Quit being an idiot.
Well, speaking of maybe being fired.
It's a pride-swallowing siege.
Speaking of maybe being fired, the Vikings go to Green Bay.
Don't get Eddie's hopes up.
The Vikings go to Green Bay.
Vikings.
Yeah, coming off a bye.
I think Dalvin Cook's still out. Green Bay they lost to Tampa Bay. That's fine. They came out and did what you thought and knew they would do.
I can't remember. I think it was Terry Bradshaw, whatever else, yesterday when he said every team in the NFL would have lost to Tampa Bay the way they played against Green Bay. And then I told you guys that Green Bay, last year they came back and they won every game post loss by double digits. So I knew they were going to do it against Houston. They're another.
Listen, here's my thoughts on Green Bay.
Over too.
They whipped up on Minnesota week 1 at Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to do the same. I got Green Bay -12.5.
Oh, that's a lot in a divisional game. I'm halfway there. I got Green Bay -6.
Jay's going to take this one. It's -6.5, Green Bay.
Wow. I'm sorry, but that's wrong.
You have to throw in the divisional games part of it. Minnesota's coming off a bye, too.
Whatevs.
Whatevs, I don't care. I don't want to talk to Vegas about this. Whatevs.
Yeah. Whatevs.
All right.
Colts at Detroit.
Oh, talk about a game I could care less about.
Come on, it's an exciting game.
How is this exciting?
Get Hockenson going.
Okay. Buy it.
Maybe.
I think I might be on the wrong end of this. I gave it the missionary position, Detroit -3, but I think I might be on the wrong end of this.
I went Detroit -2.5. I felt the same, but I just thought that Indy's a better team, maybe. Coming off a bye as well. What do we got, Leah?
Indy -3. Exact opposite of what Jay said.
Indy's on the other side.
So I win that by attrition.
Yeah. So Indy is favored on the road after Detroit just went in and did that to Atlanta?
I know.
I mean, come on.
Well, that's what made me think.
Stafford, I like that he's got, since he's been in the league, he's only like one fourth quarter drive away from Drew Brees for the most since he's been in the league. So
yeah,
great stat, I guess, to have. Indy favored on the road. Yeah, coming off a bye, I guess so. Everyone was big on Indy for a little bit, and then the Cleveland game happened. So, all right.
Speaking of Cleveland, Las Vegas is coming to town. Raiders coming off a loss.
Sin City.
Cleveland coming off a huge victory against
Coming
Cincinnati.
to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's right.
The Raiders. The Browns.
What do you mean?
It's just so annoying. Like, is this the Baker Mayfield they've been looking for? Like yesterday's narrative was just too much. And good for him for outdueling the Cincinnati Burrows. I do believe they should be favored. I'm probably too low now, knowing that everyone is on the Browns train. I've got Cleveland -2.
I got Cleveland -3.
Cleveland -3.5.
Gosh darn it all. This is dumb.
It's a roller coaster of emotions for you boys.
I know he is.
I'm down 4. I'm down 4-2 with a tie. We got 2 more to go for the noon games.
That's right. Hey, coming off a tough loss at home against Pittsburgh, the Tennessee Titans travel on the road to those Burrows of Cincinnati. I've got Tennessee here, Jay. I'm sorry. I know you like your Burrows. But I got Tennessee -5 here.
Oh, I like where Cincinnati's headed. All right, but I know Tennessee's a better team. And they're better coached. And they've got better weapons. I've got Tennessee higher than that, actually. I've got Tennessee favored on the road at -7.
Ooh. Leah?
Tennessee -3.5.
Whoa. Throw that in the teaser basket. That's too low. Tennessee should be favored by a touchdown or 5 or whatever else, but that's too low. I mean, it can't be that afraid of Joe Burrow, but good. Great. Put Troy's name on that one, too. Good. Great. Last one before our break, the noon games.
Last one before the break. This is it, Jay. This could be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
This is the loser leaves town match for Belichick.
This could be Bill Belichick is now the new head coach of the Dallas Cowboy game.
This is Dusty Rhodes saying to Ric Flair,
"Okay,
if I lose this one, I am leaving the National Wrestling Alliance, and I'll come back as a masked wrestler if I lose." That Belichick has to put up. Has he ever lost 3 games in a row
in his life?
I'm sure.
Sure
but I mean,
maybe not in the New England
era. No.
Man, this is a fun one to call, Jay. I mean, we're coming off what we saw.
The Jarrett Stidham era could begin.
The Stidham era begins. Buffalo not looking so sharp against the Jets. I think they were looking past them to this game, to be honest with you. New England just always housed.
Trap games can happen.
Yeah, they can happen. I still like Buffalo a lot in this game. I got Buffalo -6.5.
Oh, me too.
Oh, gosh darn it.
Buffalo -3.
Wow, very missionary.
That's not enough.
Yeah, that's a teaser.
Yeah,
you can.
New England, most of their defense opted not to play this year.
Right,
we knew that, and then whatever. On their offense, I mean, we saw what happened. So,
well, gee, we got to go to break, Jay.
Yeah, we got to go to break, and it's not looking good for me. I got to make a run here of the afternoon games and the Sunday night game and the Monday night game.
Well, before we do, everybody, I want to let you know about Front Street Brewery. They are the oldest brew pub in Iowa, and they're nestled right along the bank of the mighty Mississippi in downtown Davenport, Leah Bombs.
Been there.
Been there since 1992, serving great beers like the Davenport Gold, the Wise Guy, the Raging River, and the very popular Cherry Bomb Blonde. You can find all their food and drink specials at their Facebook page or visit www.frontstreetbrew.com. Remember, the restaurant is located at 208 East River Drive, and the tap room is in the Freight House complex. So please stop down today to our friends at Front Street Brewery.
Yes.
You like that? You like that?
Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
This is Julian Vandervelde, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
Now at Menards, save big money on your next project with 11% off everything. True Bolt door locks provide you with quality products for security at an affordable price. They offer a full line of locks in a variety of styles and finishes. All True Bolt lock sets are 11% off. Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Good through Saturday, October 31st. Savings are mail-in rebate. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Save big money at Menards.
I've seen the worst things that can possibly happen. This isn't even close to that.
He's back on your radio. Greeny.
I have always felt basketball is a game where the team that has the best player wins. The Lakers would have the two best players.
Greeny, covering the top stories with the biggest names. Plus, breaking news.
Only in football do we wonder this aloud, and I just thought it was worth spelling out all of the ways in which Brady changed everything.
Greeny, weekdays at 11 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Being in the Army National Guard is about more than just serving your country. It's about being there for your community when your neighbors need you most. The Army National Guard makes college affordable. Serving part-time lets you attend school full-time while you take advantage of education benefits that can help you graduate debt-free. If a civilian career is your goal, serving part-time allows you to work at a full-time job. The skills, qualities, and contacts you'll develop in the Guard can open doors to a great civilian career. Want to serve but worried about being away from friends and family? Part-time service in the Army National Guard allows you to serve close to home. Serving in the Army National Guard lets you have the life you want while you enjoy the many benefits of serving your community and nation. You owe it to yourself to learn more about how the Army National Guard can fit into your life. Visit NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Iowa Army National Guard. Aired by the Iowa Broadcasters Association and this station.
If Teresa Greenfield and the Democrats take over, the following will take effect. $4 trillion in job-killing taxes, government takeover of healthcare, packing the courts, dismantling police departments, surrender to the mob, surrender to China, and a march toward socialism. Teresa Greenfield and the left, they'll tear this country apart. Stop the liberal takeover. Vote Joni Ernst.
Paid for by Iowa Values Action, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.iowavaluesaction.com.
Janae and Golick Jr.
The NCAA is still in its old bag of tricks, and we've heard the president, Mark Emmert, say that a bubble is possible for some of the tournaments coming up, looking down the line to March Madness, and it's what makes more farcical the idea that the NCAA or any of the powers in the world of college athletics can look and tell us they're doing as much as they can for what we're about to see in college football. I was on the call for the first college football game this season as Central Arkansas and Austin Peay played, and while everyone involved did what they could, we know ultimately the powers in college sports are preventing the bubbling of athletes because they know what admitting that comes with. And so when they try and sell me that they're doing everything they can, I unfortunately can't believe it because they're already telling us and telling on themselves as they look forward toward the spring that the bubble might not only happen, but it is going to come with plenty of apparel you can buy, all in support of amateurism.
Janae and Golick Jr., 3 to 6 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Sí, very intrigued by the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
The Raiders are being investigated for violating COVID protocols, and those two things have to be so. Raiders violating any protocols, Raiders, that specific franchise, and also now the Vegas Raiders.
Right.
Doubly redundant on the debauchery and rule breaking.
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till 11 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Has your business's growth slowed this year? If you own a small business, you know how hard it can be to find new customers. But maybe you're unaware of new tools that can help your business stand out among the competition in the Quad Cities. Go to townsquarequadcities.com now for a free market competitive analysis that will show you what other businesses and competitors in our area are doing to find new customers and how you can do it too. There's no cost and no obligation. Plus, be one of the first business owners to sign up and receive $500 in free advertising right here on ESPN 1170. Just call 563-202-2230 or visit townsquarequadcities.com. This could be the boost for your business you've been waiting for. Get started today. Call 563-202-2230 or visit townsquarequadcities.com for your free market competitive analysis. That's 563-202-2230 or visit townsquarequadcities.com.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB Davenport.
I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life.
All right, everybody, back here in the Hassle Castle. We're in the midst of guessing the lines. Jaybird versus T-Roy. We do this every single Monday. Jay and I go on and we pretend that we are Vegas insiders.
Mm-hmm.
We try to tell you what we think the odds are for this upcoming Week 8 of NFL action.
And then Vegas comes in and totally proves us wrong.
You know what? I'm
We're
going to get you that
not going to
Hulk
be-
Hogan nightlight.
Yeah.
I saw it on Twitter.
Did you? Is that where you got that? Okay.
Yeah, I saw it. It looked really cool. I think that'd be a good one for you.
All right. Well,
and by the way, do you know what Randy Poffo's career batting average was? While you
saw it on Twitter.
Did you see what it was?
What, 254?
248.
248. Okay.
Yeah.
Still.
And for those you don't know, Randy Poffo is Randy Macho Man Savage Day.
Oh, yeah, I forget about that. We don't have the weather report by Randy Macho Man Savage. You got to keep those bits going.
I know, dang it.
Like a post-it note.
When we
to
get stuff
remind you
going
over
on,
here.
yeah. We need to stick to these bits.
I know. Like the Randy Macho
Things
Man no weather or traffic report.
It's cold outside.
The traffic report.
And it's frightful.
Speaking of traffic reports, what an eventful weekend for the Quad Cities. What the heck? They had like 12 cop cars outside of I don't want to say the businesses or whatever else because I want to do it in Davenport. I don't know what was going on. That was Friday night. And then that fire yesterday in Bettendorf.
Well, I do know one thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of a-hole goes in and shoots somebody dead in a Chuck E. Cheese?
That's the other one, too. What's going on?
It was a woman who shot another woman dead over a $15 play card.
What in the holy... I mean, you got to be one exceptional a-hole.
While she was holding her child as well.
Shot the woman dead that was holding her own child?
Yep.
Well, I hope
argument is over a $15 play card? Like,
Yep.
she took someone else's play
hope
card?
she spends the rest of her life in jail.
She will. There's 3 of them that they're looking for, so I'm imagining they were all there together.
That's just ridiculous.
I won't even take my kids to Chuck E. Cheese anymore. There was a shooting there like 6 months ago.
What is it?
What happened to Chuck E. Cheese?
I don't know. Must have went ghetto on it.
They don't even serve liquor or anything. I mean, I think they have like draft beer, so it's not like people are getting...
I don't know. It's kind of weird. And then
who takes a gun to Chuck E. Cheese to begin with?
That's what I'm saying, dude. You got to be one incredible a-hole to even bring a gun in there, let alone shoot somebody at Chuck E. Cheese.
We're going to Chuck E. Cheese, kids. Hold on. Let me grab my Glock.
Hold on. Wait.
Let me get my bulletproof
What are you
vest.
pulling back in for? Oh, I forgot my gun.
My mask and my gun.
Ski ball gets a little heated sometimes.
Jeez.
Pop a shot. Last time I was there, pop shots. Some person cheated.
Papa shot worked because mom stole a $15 gift card.
It's crazy.
$15.
Do we know anything how the fire started outside of probably just machinery in the rubberstamps.com building, whatever it is?
I don't know. All I
It was
know
in a
is
Rubber Stamps building?
That's what's behind Aztec and Cumberland Square in Bettendorf, yeah. Dude, those flames are high, too.
Yeah,
Well, were they shut down? You know what? I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, how many businesses are going to do insurance fraud because they don't have the money to stay open? So, think about it.
Shouldn't because they'll get caught.
There's a lot of success stories when it comes to that stuff.
Are there?
Yes.
I see. You never hear about the
I
success
just watched
stories.
a documentary about this guy who, 3 houses burned down and he got insurance settlements out of all of them. I'm like, how did they not catch on after the second one?
I don't know. I would say
I'm not gonna lie. I had a conversation at Caddy's about what was burning down in different places that have been burned down for insurance. So it did cross my mind that.
Well, I had a bunch of people ask me if it was Harrington's. Are you guys okay? I'm like, well, you.
Well, I called you because someone was like, it's right there. Like they'd driven
I checked
by.
the cameras and I'm watching everybody run outside. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, and they're filming from the parking lot. So I'm like, oh, all right, so it's not us.
Fires scare me.
I didn't know. Like I didn't even know if they have like a rubber stamps factory in there or whatever
No
else.
idea.
I never saw cars there. I just know on the awning it said like rubberstamps.net. And I was like, oh, that's just advertising to anyway. Oh, who knows? What a weekend.
Well, it's gone now.
Keep it classy, Quad Cities.
All right,
it's
Jay.
gone now.
First game out of the break.
AFC West.
Chargers.
Your Chargers
taking on Cal Reed's Broncos.
The Herd Gang.
The Herd Gang. Brandon DeTrent, my boy. I think Denver should be favored here.
Really?
Yeah. They're a tough team. I got Denver -2.5.
I've got the Chargers favored on the road, and I don't know why I'm so far off. I got the Chargers -3.5.
Leah, what do you got for us?
There is none.
What?
You got to scroll all the way down. There's no.
Did someone get hurt that I'm not aware of for Denver?
Over-under. It's all the way down, and you gotta use two fingers.
It's right there.
And what is it?
The next one over?
No, it's right there.
But there's no.
It's right there.
Right, but they usually put in the first column to open, so that one doesn't say anything.
Do we not have a line?
Yeah, there's no line on that one. Those are radio stations that are guessing, or other sites.
Well, we're gonna have to look that up. She's right. There is no line.
Okay, well, we'll find that.
So we'll have to. Yeah. Okay.
I thought that was weird.
Yeah.
We'll come back to it.
We'll keep that one highlighted. And you said you have Chargers favored?
I do. 3.5. -3.5 on the road.
This might be a pick 'em, Jay. I'm wondering if it is.
Ooh.
Is that?
Well, we can pass. We'll come back to it because I
say...
can't wait to hear how Vegas is going to disrespect.
Oh, wait a minute, Jay. No.
What?
It is a pick.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a PK.
And you had -2.5?
I got -2.5.
Closer.
That's the
worst week ever.
See that, Leah, the PK?
Mm-hmm.
That's where the line normally is?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Okay. I learned something new today.
So did I today. Well, Bird, another good game coming up here. This one is going to be fun to watch.
I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
Wait, what's wrong?
I don't think I can win this week, so I don't care.
Oh, Bird.
They're going to be disrespectful to the Bears.
Well, New Orleans is traveling to Chicago.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun game. I mean, we'll see what happens to your Bears tonight. You got to be super excited.
Jacked.
Okay.
Super excited.
Well, what do you think?
6 to midnight excited.
What do you think the odds are in this game? Who's favored?
The Saints are going to
see who's favored.
The Saints are going to be favored on the road because no one believes in the Bears. And I'm not doing this with what I think it should be. I'm doing it because I have to think like what the risk team will do in Vegas. And I've got the New Orleans Saints -6 on the road at Chicago.
I got the Saints -5.
It is the Saints -3.
Oh, look at that. Not as disrespectful as you thought.
Yeah.
I'll take that again.
Just a little bit. I'm so close on all these. And
this is like a whooping, though.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so close. Like,
yeah, well, not as close as me, apparently.
Yeah.
Twist that knife a little bit.
Well, he digs it in really good when he's
I know he does.
You know,
it's bad.
Okay, this is going to be a fun game too. I'm excited. Division rival San Fran at Seattle. I might have went too high on this, Jay Foster.
Really?
Yeah. Now that I look at it,
better than San Francisco.
I don't know if I think they are. I know they are, but I do like San Fran. I mean, they looked impressive for
yesterday afternoon.
Yeah. Last game, but you know, Seattle.
Their D-backs are really good at catching Cam Newton's interceptions. Yeah, it's real simple. It's NFC West. It's Seattle at home. It's the missionary. It's -3.
I did Seattle -4.5.
Troy's going to take this one. Seattle -6.5.
That is insane. That's 6.5. That is. Let's go back. Baltimore -6.5 in a divisional game. Not right. What's the other one?
Well, there's the one
The
I
only
lost.
one I got, Green
the
Bay,
one
Minnesota,
I lost, the Green Bay
divisional
one
game.
is 6.5. Green Bay's way better than 6.5 than on that one. I don't know.
Seattle up that much on San Francisco is not true. It's not right.
That's what it says.
Well,
they're wrong.
All right.
Troy.
Well, it's an old-fashioned butt whooping. It's official. I can just sit down. Right.
I can just take a knee, get in the championship formation. Just take a knee. Just take a knee.
It's all locked up. I went back-to-back weeks for the first time this year.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have another paper up there.
I know. If he doesn't rip that one
It's going to
out.
be a tie ball game, guys.
He's going to go Pelosi and rip it up.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not going to do that.
Oh, all right. Good. I didn't think he would either. All right. Dallas at Philly. You just tell me what you think, because I know what I think.
I think I'm going to be watching a game of Temple hosting SMU or whatever else. They're just so beat up. I've got Philadelphia -4.
You're crazy. It's Philly -10.5.
That's nuts.
Jay's going to take this one. It's Philly -3.
Mm-hmm. This is a matter of
Philly's going to destroy Dallas.
two teams who just don't want to win.
Got the Nooch.
Yeah, I know. You got the Nooch.
The Nooch.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas is going to get destroyed.
Isn't that a type of pasta?
Might be.
I think it is.
Listen, I want Dallas to lose. Better draft pick.
Yep. Well, that's what's going to... The conversation between that, it's going to be weird to have the conversation about Dallas draft picks in New England as they're losing as well. The Monday night game.
Tampa Bay at the Giants. Tommy Brady just getting in. He got that 1 week, or you got to yell at his team. Got him fired up. Now look at this team. Antonio Brown's coming to play with him. I mean, the rich just keep getting richer, Jay.
Tampa Bay.
By the way, I might become a Bucs fan. What am I flirting with these Chargers for?
I already thought you were.
Gosh, darn it all. Yeah, I think I am going to be a Bucs fan.
Okay.
At least they're winning.
Can we start
you bandwagon fan.
Listen, I'm not. I'm just really PO'd at my team.
I know you are. And rightfully so.
Well, and during the commercial break, he went down the Cowboys' schedule and just ripped every single game apart about the Cowboys.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said.
And I really thought yesterday Ezekiel Elliott said he was just going to take this team and put him on his shoulders. And
well, it's hard to do that when you're not getting the ball handed off to you.
I've got Troy Pabay -10.5 at the New York Giants.
I got a -9.5.
You guys said who, what now?
Tampa Bay.
I called him Troy Pabay.
He's got -10.5. I got
Troy
-9.5.
Brady.
It is -8.5, Tampa Bay.
Of course it is.
Well, Jay.
Good week for you.
Oh, gosh, that was a whooping. You only got 3 right.
I know. We split 2. I only got 3 right. You went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good for you.
He says with such disdain in
I
his
don't
voice.
think he means it.
No, I don't. Nope, I don't. I don't at all. I don't. No, I'm telling you what. Next week, I'm gonna be in here 3 hours early.
Yeah,
staring at these lines. Yep.
Okay.
Not fill them out at 11:36 while I'm setting everything else up and trying to find audio outputs. So I'm gonna come back stronger than ever next week.
That was fun.
It was not a fun week, and I was just off a
do you
little
want
bit.
the tape?
in it. Do I want what?
Put that up.
No, I'll get it. I'll put them up there. Put it right over my shoulder. It'll be right over there. So
It's tied up.
Yeah.
is it?
You guys are going to the. You gotta. Yeah. You're gonna have to have a tiebreaker.
Thanks for helping out, Leah.
Well, that's what I'm here for, guys.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was guess the lines for week 8. And I was
this is great for those on Facebook. I'll show you.
What does it say?
That is good. Yeah.
It's a chart of shapes. You got the pentagon, 5 sides. the Hexagon 6, the Heptagon 8, and then the Dallas Star, the season gun.
That's cute.
So, yeah.
Memes are life.
That is so true. So true.
Okay.
Well, we'll see what's going to head into week 8. Yesterday, looks like overall the Dogs were 7-4 against the spread, meaning there was a lot of covering going on. That was on Sunday. So we'll see how things are working out. I think these lines actually are leaning more towards. I actually like where I picked my lines this week. As much as I say I didn't do any prep or anything, I actually like where they are.
Just because you didn't agree with Vegas doesn't mean that you're going to be wrong.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah. So I think I feel good about it because it'll even itself out. Dogs won't always cover, and his ways. All right, we got to take our second break of the hour. Come back, goof around a little more. Forgot what I was going to talk to you guys about, but I will figure that out in just a second. We'll be right back. ESPN 1170 AM. Don't hassle us. We're local.
Hey, this is Goose, PA announcer for the Quad City Storm, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us.
Premier
We're
Metal
Local.
Art is now licensed and trademarked with the University of Iowa to produce and sell Hawkeye's metal art. Made here in the Quad Cities. Order your customized fire pit in 3 different sizes, perfect for tailgating. Premier Metal Art also has Hawkeye's multi-layer pieces, perfect for your home and man cave. It's not too early to order for Christmas, so get your custom Hawkeye's order in now. Call 563-345-9500. Premier Metal Art, Eldridge, Iowa. On Facebook or online at QCPremier.com. Finish your holiday shopping today.
Janae and Golick Jr.
Janae, through all of, listen, Russell Wilson, we know he's a lot, from Mr. Unlimited to the weird video announcing his contract staying in Seattle, the bubble water, his bad dance moves behind Sierra's music videos. Through all of it, he's still winning. I would trust him and Tyler Lockett with my PIN number, with any amount of money that I needed in my life. These guys are the surest bet in pro sports right now, and it's nice. We always like to say give people flowers while they can still smell them. Russell Wilson has been this quarterback. This is not a new version of him as far as I'm concerned, but it's a new version of this team putting its offense in his hands. He's getting all of the conversation around him and his ability that he's richly deserved for a while. And so in the interest of giving people their flowers, I'm really happy to see this like on a fundamental level for a guy who's been playing this kind of ball and been meaning this kind to his team.
Janae and Golick Jr. 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Gary Moore is delivering real solutions for Iowa families. Thanks to Gary Moore's leadership, Iowa has a balanced budget, which is why we were better prepared than any other state to deal with the economic impacts of the COVID crisis. Gary Moore led the effort to help working Iowa families find safe, reliable childcare so parents can continue to work. Gary Moore is focused on getting Iowans back to work and school safely. Keep Iowa moving in the right direction. Vote Gary Moore for state representative.
Paid for by Gary Moore for State House.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service also allows me to be there for my community in ways others can't. I help my hometown recover after nature strikes. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my country and those I care about safe from threats. I also work with a network of professionals that help me succeed. Also, the Army National Guard's education benefits make getting a higher education a reality. Being an Army National Guard soldier makes living and serving in my community more rewarding every day. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Iowa Army National Guard. Aired by the Iowa Broadcasters Association and this station.
When you own a business, every precious second of your life is spent focusing on how to make it successful and profitable. You spend so much time worrying about making things right, the last thing you need to worry about is when things go wrong. That's where we come in.
Jorgensen Insurance, our worldwide resources allow us to give your business the most comprehensive and cost-effective commercial insurance plan anywhere. Online at jorgenseninsurance.com. Now, get back to work.
Battles aren't won solely on the field. That's a common misconception. Battles are won within, over enemies of fear, enemies of doubt. In that place where promises are kept. Promises to oneself.
This is a physical training event.
Promises to one's community.
Healthy people move debris out of their house.
Promises to one's country. In the heart of every Marine, you'll find a promise. A promise forever kept. A promise of battles won.
Football is back at the Double Crown. No fans allowed in the stands, so get the best seats possible at the Double Crown Bar and Grill. During all big college football games, enjoy $5 pitchers of domestics and $2 wells. Stop in for lunch during the week. Tuesday is all-you-can-eat wings and Friday nights all-you-can-eat fish, both for just $11. Plus happy hour daily from 2 till 6. For daily specials, find them on Facebook. Double your fun every day at the Double Crown Bar and Grill, 217 Brady Street, downtown Davenport.
Join the conversation. Follow ESPN 1170 AM on Facebook and Twitter. The Quad City sports leader is ESPN 1170.
It's so much fun, though.
It is so much fun.
Hey, we were just talking off air. The amount of money you can make off feet pics.
I'm considering it.
I'm trying to
Just
convince
saying.
Bahama to start a fans-only page on TikTok. Yeah, I mean,
for her feet.
Just for my feet. No, if my face doesn't have to be in it, I would strongly consider.
Everybody on the club buying Tootsies.
It is TikTok is one of the strangest things I've ever, any app I've ever had on my phone. How's that?
Yes, but it's so fun, and there's, you know why? Okay, so you know how you're on it for 15 minutes, and then you look at the clock and it's 3 hours later?
Yeah.
Right. The reason why is because they're only 15 seconds to a minute long. So it feels like you're watching, short little snippets, but they're really like 1 minute movies. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
So that's why. If you're watching a movie, it feels like an hour and a half. If you're watching little 15-second stories, it feels like nothing. It's a trip. I waste far too much time.
Well, so do I. Well, far too much. And then I'm like, oh, it's like, yeah. And then
I've learned a lot though too. They're educational.
There is some like recipes on there.
There's stuff like that.
There's low carb diet. She puts like a lot of recipes out there. I like the dog ones. I really do.
Did you?
Yeah.
There's more than that though. There's like fun facts, weird facts, history, little snippets.
Depends what algorithm you fall in.
Well, yeah. Sometimes you end up on one. You're like, how did I get here? It's a little strange.
And then, you're right. You start questioning like how did I get here? Did I mean to scroll through this and then I accidentally liked it and then how did I end up here?
Yeah, it's scary.
Like there was a weird time like I was on Indiana TikToks.
Let's just do a test thing.
What?
We'll just put a picture of your Tootsies out there. I won't tell anybody who they are. I'm like, yay or nay, and we'll do a poll.
I have cute Tootsies. I've been offered money for pictures of my feet before.
Yeah.
Everybody on the web buying Tootsies.
Strange things.
People are strange. Hey, who am I to judge?
Isn't that weird?
We've all got ours. We've all got our little things, our little fetishes and quirks, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Feet are just not mine.
Like we mentioned,
what do you mean?
Men's feet are disgusting. First of all,
mine are beautiful.
I'm sure they are.
What are you talking about?
We mentioned earlier about the World Series going on. Game 6 will be tomorrow night. The first pitch is going to be at 7:08. Yesterday, Dodgers won 4-2. Kershaw got the win. He's 4-1 now in the postseason. Glasnow was 2 for 3. He just did not look right from the very beginning. Glasnow didn't. No, Glasnow didn't. No. He just looked shaky. Max Muncy absolutely just destroyed a ball when he hit that home run. There was no one on base when he did that, but that's fun to watch. And Jock Peterson, just as well. I saw something else on Twitter. They're like things that were supposed to happen before the COVID. Like Jock Peterson was supposed to be traded to the Angels, but that like things fell through.
Saved by the virus.
Jose Batista was supposed to try to become a pitcher. Yeah, that was a true thing. And then also we know the Field of Dreams game in Iowa that got canceled as well. Those are some of the things that we were looking forward to that might have happened in baseball going on before the virus. The NBA, we talked about this last week, but bringing it up again, the NBA is moving forward with a 72-game schedule per reports by ESPN, so they're going to start somewhere around Christmas. They're trying to even it out so that they can get back to their normal schedule.
They normally play 80.
80. They normally play 80, yeah.
80 or 82?
82, sorry. Yeah, they normally play 82. They're trying to get 72, meaning they're going to go forward with, even if they can't have fans in the stands. They're hoping that everything's going to work its way through. I don't know. We will see, but no, it's if you guys, for all the listeners out there, and you guys have been here too, I told you all, I'm like, the NBA wants to move, and they want to have their finals in late July, August, and it looks like they're just scrapping those plans. They're like, no, the old way is better. So they're going to be the first ones, the first owners and organization that is going to probably move forward without fans. Major League Baseball will have to be the next to follow in line after that.
Doesn't everybody kind of follow the NBA?
They do and they don't. Like, not really in this sense. Like, the NBA's forward thinking, and their thing is like, okay, they're looking at the numbers, the revenue, and everything, and they're going, okay, it just didn't work. It's not going to work. Viewership is down at this time. It always will be. And they also get hurt. They got hurt during an election year because about this time, people start paying attention more to the elections than they do the NBA or sports.
Right.
So they're just going to get back to what they're going to do.
And then politicizing things too didn't help them to lose.
No, it didn't help. But
Chinba.
Yep, you're Chinba. But Big Ten football was back, and it was a good day.
Today was a good day.
Get some tussies out.
I'm not getting my tussies out. I got Uggs on. They're going to be all sweaty right now.
No, I like I said, going
How
into
many
that,
fellas out there like sweaty tootsies?
Oh, there's
Answer on the thread.
weird requests. That, yeah.
What do you mean?
I've seen things. I've seen things in my short life. What
like
they're
what?
into. Well, there's guys that pay girls just to like sit on balloons and pop them. That's just
oh my.
Yeah.
Like your naked butt or something?
Yeah, with a little like undies on or even pants. It's weird. People are into weird or sit on food like a cake. Like people just
What
takes all
do
kinds,
you
as my
do with
grandma
the
used to say.
internet that I am not even thinking about doing?
I watch.
You know what the weirdest thing I probably Googled in the last year is? I had to Google it the other day.
What?
Why do I have random like ringing, humming in my ear?
And what was the answer?
I gotta go to the doctor.
Spider laid an egg
It's
in
old
there?
age.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's old age. No, a spider didn't lay an egg in there.
It's called something. It's
it starts with a T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dinggummit. Yeah, it's common.
Titanitis.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
This is weird that we have this conversation. Yeah, I was like, this is too much for me.
You get it randomly and it just happens.
Yeah,
See, I get it after I listen to a lot of
I get it
loud
randomly
music.
too. Some people have it forever, like they just have it constantly.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what it sounds like.
Thank you.
So I guess I didn't. I thought I was crazy. I thought I was having brain cancer, but now you guys are just telling me that it's
A
common.
spider laid eggs in there.
Yeah, it's spider
Stop
eggs.
saying that.
You're gonna freak out.
Well, that's the main cause.
Is this spider lays an egg in your ear?
Or a roach?
You didn't know that?
No, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you swallowed probably 30 spiders in your lifetime. Are you all right?
I know that. I know the stat or whatever else, but I didn't want to.
Does that make you choke when you think about swallowing spiders?
Dude, if I could tell you some things. See, I read things a lot, like just random.
He's so grossed
So-
out.
Oh
I mean,
my
they go in your
God, don't
mouth.
go up.
They're in your mouth. You know
Yeah.
they're jumping in your earlobe, going, let's have sex in here, Mama Spider, and drop
You
some
should
stuff
read
off.
the health codes for like certain
I don't think we
manufacturers.
should talk about it anymore. Jay's not digging it.
Okay, but if anybody wants to know, just hit me up.
Well, now we know how to get him to toss the cookies if we ever want him to.
Why do people? Why do people make that stuff up? Those stats about spiders crawling. And why would?
It's not
true.
They when you're sleeping, you don't have control. It's not like they like dark, damp places. Guess what's dark and damp? The back of your throat.
And I sleep in a basement.
Oh, so you're
dude.
like double.
Yeah, they probably got 5 at night crawling in there, dude.
CBS Sports, Cody Benjamin,
Poor
because
Jay.
I'm moving on, yes. CBS Sports, Cody Benjamin has listed 3 quarterbacks that he thinks
Oh, boy.
the Cowboys should trade for.
No, Cody Benjamin. Why do you think they should trade? The season's scrapped. Be done with it. Why? What are you trading for? You're trading away valuable picks. No, Cody. All right,
Yeah,
but go ahead. Let's
Cody.
hear what he has to say.
Well, the first one was Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Not happening. They're going to want too much for him. They're going to want at least a second rounder or something. And then what happens? Fitzmagic
He wins the NFC East. That's what it is.
gets his head knocked off because they don't have an O-line.
Your Chargers trading Tyrod Taylor. No, he's got a lung stuck or whatever.
Yeah.
And then finally, but they're saying for a 2022 6th-round draft pick composition, and the other one was Fitzpatrick for a 5th-round draft pick, 2022. Is what he's recklessly speculating
They
on.
need help on the O-line first and on the defensive backfield. Once they get that taken care of, then they can start worrying about what they're going to do with Nooch or whatever. But as of right now, you only lost Dalton for a game. He's probably going to have to sit out this coming week. Andy will be back. Dalton's not incompetent. I mean, is Dalton worse than Fitzmagic? I don't know.
The other one that they have mentioned here is A.J. McCarron from Houston.
Listen, the Steelers didn't make the playoffs last year, right? They looked like garbage. They didn't do well. They were without Ben.
They had Mason and Duck.
Yeah, Mason and Duck. Guess what they did? They played the games with Mason and Duck, and their coach coached them up because he was a good coach. They won some ball games. They played it tight. But you know what they didn't do? They didn't give up draft picks for some last-ditch effort. They just gave it up. I mean, who cares that they win the division? They're not going anywhere without Dak. What's the... Seriously, what do you... Oh, we won the NFC East this year at 6-10, if you're lucky.
I'm with you.
But you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just dumb. It doesn't make any sense. Stay pat where you're at. It's the same thing that the Pittsburgh Steelers did. They said, you know what? We're going to suck this year. We'll get Ben back next year for another year. It's a year off to get healthy, get his stuff back. We go and make some good draft picks, by the way. Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool. They shored up on the defense. By the way, they made that trade with Miami, and they got themselves a Minkah Fitzpatrick. I mean, if Dallas can make some trades and get something like that for some people who are dropping people, if there's somebody out there that's starting to drop players, much like Miami did last year, and they can get some quality guys, do that. But period, save your draft picks and get after it.
Get after it.
Boom.
What are you making?
I'm thinking about the postseason for the NFL and what would be the upside for winning the division that he's talking about, the NFC least. Because at best, you win your division, you get a 4 seed, and you have to play a 5. So there's no upside. For some reason, I still every once in a while go back to my days growing up, our days growing up, to just the 3 divisions.
Yeah.
I do it quite a bit. I forget to say NFC North. I'll say NFC Central. And so I was thinking, okay, a 3 versus a 6. If you're Dallas, you get a 3. But really, the actual thing is whoever wins the NFC least is going to be a 4. So you host a game. And it doesn't matter anything for revenue because we're in unprecedented times, if I haven't told you guys today. So whatever the 5 is, and by that point, they might even decide to go to bubbles anyway. So it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna name off 9 teams in the NFL right now, and in no particular order. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay, Baltimore, Tennessee, Buffalo, Tampa Bay, Seattle, Kansas City, and Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Those right there. Oh, and throw in New Orleans while I'm at it. Those right there are the teams that have the best odds of winning the Super Bowl right now. And there's no way that Dallas can touch any of those teams without Dak.
I think it's going to be the Chiefs and the Bucks.
I think it's going to be Pittsburgh and the Bucks right now. Seattle's defense has to improve.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay has a definite shot. But I would say it's going to be between Pittsburgh and Kansas City. I'm with you. But I just right now I just feel it's Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh looks good. Buccaneers, not.
The only reason I say Pittsburgh right now is I did see the one game that Kansas City lost, and it was a divisional game against the Raiders, which is fine. Those happen. But the one thing you saw, and how do you beat Kansas City? Well, you keep Mahomes off the field. And what can Pittsburgh do? They can run the ball. They can keep your guy off the field. And that's the key to beating Kansas City right now. They have a strong run game, and they have depth at running back.
Yeah, now they have Bell too. So,
well, Kansas City.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Kansas City's great. I mean, it would be fun to see Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown going head to head against each other in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that'd
be another story.
That's it. That's an interesting. And if you throw in Pittsburgh into the Final Four of that, in the semis,
Yeah.
I mean that's a great story to have. I don't think the Antonio Brown thing is going to work out in Tampa.
I
by
tend
the way,
to believe it's either going to be Tampa Bay versus either Green Bay or Seattle in the NFC Championship. For some reason, Seattle. I think they should have won that game last night.
Yeah.
Whatever. But whatever. They could still should be, whatever. But Green Bay's not bad, man.
well, the thing is when we did the pick six at Arizona, I said Seattle might be looking ahead to San Francisco.
Are they tied with the Bears though too?
Who?
Green Bay.
Technically, right now, yes, but the Bears have to play tonight.
So yes,
Yeah, thank you.
because the Bears will win.
The Bears are going to win.
Yeah,
Tonight?
Yeah.
Against the Rams?
Sure.
All right.
There you go. I take every week. They just show up, man.
He
They're
doesn't want us to
workmanlike.
win.
They're workmanlike, is what they are. They do their job.
Love you, Troy.
I don't know. It will be an interesting game tonight, to be honest with you.
I'm watching it.
You're going to find out a lot about the Bears tonight, if they're the real deal or not. Because obviously, like I said, they're at LA, but the Rams have beaten. The Rams might be better on paper too, because what we said last week, they've beaten Dallas, Philadelphia, the Giants, and Washington. Basically, they've beaten the NFC East. Yeah, it's not. The Rams look better on paper than the eye test that's going on, but Bears are going to do it.
Yep, I think they're going to too.
I know. All right. Well, good job by you, Troy, on winning this week. Bomber, good to see you. Can't wait till Wednesday.
How
Can't
about
wait
winning?
to get that feet
How
side
about
up.
winning the picks that I got?
Yeah, well, we'll find out
Well,
after
you didn't
tonight.
win yet. You gotta wait till tomorrow.
We'll talk to you
I'm
Wednesday.
winning.
All right, Quad Cities, stay warm, stay safe, and sanitized. We will talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy yourselves. Take care.